In this video, we're showing you how to create and sell digital products like ebooks, templates, or guides directly within MailerLite. That means your products, payments, and promotions can all live in one place, all with zero commission on your sales. MailerLite takes no cut and there's no platform fee. You only pay the standard Stripe processing fee. Now, before we dive in though, two quick things to know. First, payments run through Stripe, so you'll need to be in a country supported by Stripe. And second, how many products you can create inside MailerLite depends on your plan. 1 on the free plan, 5 on comfort, and unlimited on power. And that count covers digital products and bookings together. So if you're running both, they're sharing the same pool. If you're just getting started, the free product is really all you need to test the waters. And one heads up before we start. What we're building today is a one-time purchase. If what you actually want is a subscription, a membership, or a payment plan, stay with me till the end because there's a second flow for that and we're going to cover it. Alrighty, so we're going to start in your MailerLite dashboard and navigate over to the Products tab in the left sidebar. And then from here, you'll have the option to create a digital product or a booking. We're going to go with digital product for now. From here, the first thing you're going to want to do is upload an image. So we're going to go ahead and go through and select an image. All right, and keep in mind that over here on the right, we've got product preview. That's going to show you what the product will look like for your customers as we build it out. Let's go ahead and give it a name and then also a description. All right, then after that, let's go ahead and enter the price. The default is going to be in USD, but if you click this dropdown, you'll be able to select a different currency depending on where you are. You also have the option to add a discount. Discounts can be a percentage or a flat amount. Like say if it's a percentage, you could say how much discount you want it to be. Then it'll go ahead and show the original price as well as the discounted price. To the right of the field, you can also see it, what the discounted price is going to be when you type it in. You can also do flat dollar amounts. So if you do that, you can see what the discounted price is going to be. And again, the original price with the discounted price in display. You've also got the option to deliver this for free. So if your product is going to be like a lead magnet or just something for free that you want to offer to your subscribers, or maybe you want it to be free for a period of time, you can select this option as well. For delivery, you can either attach a file or link out to an external URL. Now that URL is going to be what you'd use if you want to deliver a product from outside of MailerLite, so not hosted by MailerLite. When your customers complete the checkout, they're taken to that URL to access the product. For now, we're going to attach a file because you can host files right inside of MailerLite and deliver them directly to your subscribers. Things that you can deliver are like PDFs, JPEGs, PNGs, or EPUB files. So we're going to go ahead and click Attach File, and then you can upload a file from your computer or you can select one from your file manager. So click this over here. It'll take us to the file manager. Next up is going to be action after checkout. So when someone buys, what's going to happen next? You can add them to a group, or you can remove them from a group, or you can update a custom field. We're going to leave it on add to a group, and then to the right of that, you can add them to a group that you already have, or you can add them to a new group. That's very useful if you want to do something like start a post-purchase automation. Then you can link it to that group that they get added to so that anyone who buys this will be taken over to that workflow. You can think of this as something like if you want to do an upsell later and recommend a different product or recommend something to follow up with what they've received. That's very useful. And we can get into that at another time. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to have that in a tutorial. For now, let's go ahead and select our demo group and then continue. And now we're going to design the checkout page. And this is where you design the checkout experience that your customers are going to see. You have the option to add a logo up here. And if you have set up your brand styles, that's already going to be pre-filled. You can see that it'll appear over in the top left of this checkout window. You can then customize the title as well as the text on your purchase button. So instead of pay now, you can have it say download now. And then for style, you can edit these elements if you would like. These are going to be pulled through from your brand styles. If you want to manage the brand styles that you have, then you can hover over this button here and then manage my brand styles. Below that, we've got fields. So by default is the email field, and that one you can't remove, but you can add more fields if you'd like to collect extra details from your customers. And this is something worth doing deliberately because every field that you add here becomes data that you can customize your subscribers' experience by later on. So for now, we're going to go ahead and add name. So we have a name field as well. And then below that, we've got additional options. So we have an opt-in so that customers can subscribe to your email list. If you toggle it on, you'll see a checkbox appear where they can agree to receive updates and promotional content from you. You can, of course, also customize that text, and you'll want to select which group these subscribers are going to be added to. And then there are some additional fields as well that you can have them display, like automatically send receipts via Stripe, require terms acceptance, tax ID collection, or more payment methods if you want to have more payment options as well. And then the order confirmation page, if you're on the top over here right next to the checkout tab, you can select order confirmation to show what they're going to see after they have placed their order successfully. So again, we've got the title you can customize, it displays over here, as well as a description. So right underneath this part as well, underneath the title, and then the button, you can customize that as well if you would like to. So right now it says to download, but you can customize that and show the amount paid. You can show the order date, payment method, all of that, or you can also hide these details as well. Once you're done with all of that, go ahead and hit continue. And there you have it. You've created your first product in MailerLite. Now, about that order confirmation, an email is going to go out to your customers automatically once they purchase it. And if you want to edit that, go over to the emails tab on your products page, and then you can see the confirmation email. Already, you can see that in the subject line, it has a personalization with their name, and then it's going to show the product that they had purchased. It'll show who it's from, and then you'll get an email preview right over here for what that's going to look like. And if you want to change that, you can click edit next to the preview, and then from here, you can edit what this email looks like. So if you want to customize this logo, hover over it, replace the image, and you can customize all the text, customize the button. Really, this is our drag and drop builder, so you can edit this to fit whatever design that you would like to have. And then once you're done, hit done editing. Now, one important step before you can actually get paid for your MailerLite products is connecting your Stripe account. This is going to be a one-time setup, and it's how you accept payments securely. Head over to the integrations page in the left sidebar, and then scroll down to Stripe and hit use, and then connect Stripe. Log into your Stripe account, follow the prompts, and that's it. That is the whole integration. Now, once you're connected, you can review your business details anytime under Stripe settings. Now that you've created your product, let's go ahead and talk about how to market it. You can use your product in email campaigns, landing pages, automations, websites, or share your checkout page directly. First, let's add it to a newsletter. We're going to breeze right through it, but if you want a full guide on how to use the drag and drop builder, then check out this video up here. From within the editor, we're going to go ahead and add a product block. So go to products, and then import products from store. Go ahead and drag that in where you'd like it to be in your email. Then click into the block. From there, it's going to say no added products. So we're going to hit add products from your store. And then if you have multiple stores connected, you can select from the drop down right over here, select MailerLite, since that's where we just created our product. And then add products. And there you have it. You'll go ahead and see how it is displayed in the email. You can change the layout if you would like to from horizontal to a vertical. You can have the image on the left or the right. You can also change the size of the image if you would like to. You can make it smaller or larger. You can also opt to just not have a product image. And then you can also change which other details you'd like to show. Go ahead and finish designing out the rest of your campaign. And then once you're finished, hit done editing and continue on with how you'd like to send your campaign or how you'd like to deliver this to your subscribers. Using products in your landing pages works pretty much the same way. We're going to try and use one of our digital products landing page templates so you can see how easy this is. Go ahead and hop over to sites. Go ahead and create a new site. Make sure you're tabbed on to landing page and then hit save and continue. And then again, as with any landing page, again, we're just going to breeze through this right now, but if you want a detailed guide on how to create landing pages, go ahead and watch this video up here. Go ahead and tab over to the products template category, and then you can select which one you'd like to use. We're going to drag in that products tab. Go ahead and click into the block. Again, select add products from your store, select your store, and then add your product. And again, we're just going to pretend that we've designed this how we'd like it to be. But once you add your product, again, you've got many customization options over here in the right sidebar. Once you're done, then you would hit done editing. And then one detail that I would like to add is that if you've got an automation and you want to deliver a product or a freebie to your subscribers, you can do that pretty easily as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with an automation. We're going to do something like a simple welcome email. All right, so let's say you're doing a freebie of some kind. So whenever someone joins one of your groups, they're going to get an email. Maybe that email has the freebie that they're supposed to receive. So let's go ahead and design that right now. All right, then we're going to go with products. Okay, and then drop in the product block. If you are delivering a freebie or say you have an automation, this is going to let that automation run on autopilot for you and then have that sale as a part of that workflow automatically every single time without you having to touch it. All right, there you go. And now that email is going to be able to be sent out to anyone on autopilot for as long as it is active. Now, there is one other thing that you should keep in mind with your products. We're going to hop back over to view our products and head over to the overview tab. So if we click edit on our product, all right, so this is going to be your product overview. And then notice that on the right over here, there is a URL, a checkout URL. You can send people straight to this link to buy your product. So you can drop it in your Instagram story, link in your bio, wherever your audience already is. So you don't have to create a landing page just to promote your product. You can promote it directly from that URL wherever your audience already is. Now, if you want to track and see how your product is doing, you can do so over here in the orders tab. Again, this is our demo account, so we don't actually sell from this account, but while you're in here, you'll be able to see total revenue per product and then see how your performance has been over the last 30 days or the last time period right here on your account. Okay, so everything that we've just built is what MailerLite calls a MailerLite product. You create it here, you host the file here, and it's a one-time purchase. That's like ebooks, templates, guides, bookings like webinars or consultations. But there is a second way to sell, and it covers everything that the first flow doesn't do. Recurring subscriptions, memberships, payment plans. This is how you use MailerLite to sell products that are created in Stripe. The idea is pretty simple. Instead of building the product inside MailerLite, you build it in Stripe first, and then you pull it into MailerLite and sell it. And anything already sitting in your Stripe catalog works too. So if you've been selling somewhere else, you don't have to rebuild it. Your Stripe catalog is its own separate store. So nothing that you build over there counts against that product limit that I mentioned at the top. We're not going to walk through the Stripe dashboard over here. You can check out Stripe's documentation on that, and it's going to be linked in the description. But two things are worth knowing before you go build it over there. First, if you need to make changes later, you change it in Stripe, and then it will update automatically on our side. Second, your price needs to be at least 50 cents. Anything lower and the integration doesn't really process it. Now, there is one caveat that I want to mention because you're going to run into it, and I don't want you to think that something's broken. The products block itself is everywhere. That's in campaigns, landing pages, websites, the same block that we just went over. What changes is what you can pull into it. So in a campaign or email, that block is going to pull from your MailerLite products and supported store integrations. Your Stripe store is only going to be available in the landing page builder and website editors. So if you're selling a subscription or a membership, you'll want a landing page for it, which is a pretty sweet setup to have anyway. You build the landing page, then point your emails at it, your campaign does what campaigns are good at, and the page does the selling. Let's add one. In the landing page builder, go ahead and drag in the products block, add the products from your store, and then again, select your Stripe shop, then select which product you'd like to add, and then add products. And then from there, the display options are going to be very similar. So again, you can toggle on the image and layout position, decide which options you would like to show between the image, title, description, how you'd like the pricing to display. If you click this dropdown, you'll be able to customize the download URL. If the product that they're buying is a digital download, you can customize the action after checkout. So if you want to have them added to a group, removed from a group, or update a custom field, you can also edit the success view. So what are they going to see after they have successfully completed the purchase process? Do they get a download URL? Do they get a download button? You'll want to customize and see how you want that to appear for your subscribers, depending on what the product is that they're getting. Note that if you're selling something recurring, you'll also get action after cancel. So MailerLite knows what to do when someone ends their subscription. You'll want to set that one thoughtfully because it's the difference between a churned customer disappearing and a churned customer that you can win back. One last note on payments. One-time purchases accept cards plus alternative payment methods. Recurring subscriptions are card only. And that is how you set up and sell digital products using MailerLite. It's a powerful way to manage your sales and your audience in one place without giving up a percentage of every sale. So what kind of digital product are you planning to sell first? Let us know down in the comments. And if you found this helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more of the best tips in email marketing. I'll catch you in the next one.